Joining us now to discuss the business of solar power and other renewables is Michael Shellenberger. He's an environmental activist for 30 years and who used to be a lot more worried about the threat of climate change than he is now, which he explains in exacting detail in his book, Apocalypse Never, Why Environmental Alarmism Hurts Us All. Michael, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So the Harvard Business Review study, it's largely about the economics of solar trash. It says solar panels are being replaced faster than expected because of different economic incentives, and that's resulted in a rising mountain of solar panel trash in landfills. And landfills, because recycling isn't very economical, and they argue that unless there's incentives to bring down those recycling costs, we're going to have to brace for an avalanche of solar trash coming our way. I'm guessing you're not surprised by anything in this study. Can you explain why?
Well, sure. So 4 years ago, my colleagues and I just tried to do a back-of-the-envelope calculation of how much hazardous waste do solar panels make, and that hazardous waste just consists of the used panels themselves. So we did just a simple calculation, and we discovered that solar panels produce 200 to 300 times more hazardous waste than the high-level waste that comes out of nuclear power plants, which is maybe the most feared waste. None of that hazardous waste has a recycling solution. Recycling, as a new Harvard Business Review study points out, costs 10 to 30 times more than just buying the raw materials. And the reason is just because of all the energy you need to operate recycling facilities and to pay the workers. It's just a lot cheaper to get the raw silicon. And so the implication of that waste was also something that the Harvard Business Review economists looked at. And what they discovered is that just the cost of the waste from solar panels will make electricity from solar panels 4 times more expensive than experts had initially estimated. This is a pretty bombshell announcement because we had thought that the Chinese were making solar panels cheaply through efficiency, through innovation. Instead, they made solar panels cheaper by using, as we now know, forced labor in the Xinjiang province, particularly of Uyghur Muslims, of whom 1 to 2 million are in concentration camps, through the use of the dirtiest coal available, the dirtiest coal on the planet, really, and through massive government subsidies. And so the supposedly low cost of solar was illusory, and this new study really underscores the ways in which the large amounts of hazardous waste that it makes is one of the main reasons for that.
Wow, there's so much tied up in there with thinking you're doing good by buying solar panels. How much recycling actually happens now? Is it at all economical?
No, it's not, and it never will be. Certainly, it will never be economical compared to the cost of just buying the raw materials. And it's easy to understand if you think of it in this way, which is that you can extract the raw materials much more simply in the form of, the polysilicon that they make out of silicon, out of sand, effectively. You can just extract that much more purely and easily from the earth than you can to take apart a solar panel where all of those materials are mixed together, including heavy metals like lead with the silicon.
Be sure to watch the entire episode, now available exclusively at EpochTV.com, a new completely censorship-free premium subscription platform brought to you by the Epoch Times. See you there.